Hey, this is Shadow Siren 88, and I'm back. So, I'm gonna try and crank out this update without stuttering too much because I've been so stressed out, as you can see a little bit, that from school I've had too many tests. I'm gonna be starting a new job up and hopefully working at Alta. It's just a temp position, but we'll see if I can become seasonal because I would be so excited to work at Alta and maybe find some fun new products to show you guys. Which on my products updates, those are going to slow down until I get income again because I need to pay my bills first before I start getting my pretties. I have noticed though, at least in a quick update, this hair, skin, and nails vitamins actually have been really helping me. Like, my nails are short now, but they're definitely a lot stronger than they were. They're all dried out and filleting. And I've been able to actually wear, and I found a better nail polish too, but it's like I've been using a nail strengthener as a base and then put my nail polish on top of it, and that's been working really nice. So if you have weak nails, this works pretty good. And I've been dieting too, so my iron's been a little low, and that says a lot. So, um, and other stuff. Um, I will probably start doing product updates after I'm not crazed with projects and tests and stuff going on because there's way too much going on. And I'm also working, getting everything together, start applying to jobs. So I'm probably going to start cranking out more videos closer to the holidays because I might have more time unless I get an Alta seasonal job, in which case I'll probably make more videos anyway. So I'm not gonna bore you guys too much with what's been going on, but I've learned a few life lessons that have occurred over the last few weeks, month, and one of them include that not everybody is gonna want to be your friend, and you can and you would think that would be a general rule for people to understand, but for somebody like I try my best to be as friendly as possible. I can understand people have bad days, but there's also days where it's just like that person is always just not in a good mood. And oh god, it's just really hard. You get so frustrated. It's like, why are you always so mean? Then I just realize, just step back, have my little cry moment, and come back. And it's like, I understand you don't care. And I'm going to walk away with that and remember that. So that way I don't get upset or hurt about it. So that's one life lesson I learned because could be nice utopia where everybody has a smiley face on and walking around all happy all the time, but it's the real world. Not everyone's going to be nice and not everyone's going to be in a good mood, and as lovely as it may be for to be in a world where everybody has like a very polite face in public, I'm sure that everybody has their own tensions and stresses that will seep out somehow, and the essence of human conversation and communication is at least partially rooted in our behavior, our body language. So even though you may be doing your best, it's going to seep out. So I'm going to stop there before I get too much in depth. My science classes have been really making me ponder things. Like in comparative animal anatomy, our teacher goes into facial muscles are a heavy mammal character because they help express body language. They're a better communicator than words are, which is really good to know when you're working around animals because an animal obviously does not have a linguistic communication. They learn from vision. That's how they read other animals. And if you come up all excited like, "Hey, Bobby," they're not used to people. It's gonna scare them. I'm sorry. And other news. My plus size girlies that are watching or maybe watching in the future, I'm going to try and make little notes here and there. Maybe I'll be able to combine them after I get most of them down into one big video so you guys don't have to search through my ramblings. And as guilty as I am to say that I've been dieting because I did want to lose a little bit of weight. And I think I pointed that out to you guys that I wanted to lose a little bit of weight. So when I start applying for serious work, that being a zoologist and wanting to apply for jobs in zoos, I want to be able. I know I'm physically capable of doing things. I've done scuba. I've been on like 30 dives on the North Coast and been through 5-foot visibility, 30-foot surges and waves, and hail and 50-degree water. I know I can do physical activity. It's not that I'm going to just throw my back out and die. Like, I'm sure I can't obviously do a marathon because I haven't done any training for that, but and even though I've only lost a little bit of weight and I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon because I've been really stressed and I've been really just, I could make green beans, but I just have to study and I am not honestly in the mood for green beans. So, because we all have those days where you just need to kind of step back and break all the rules and take a moment to have your own little comfort food time. And as long as they don't happen like one after the other, that's when it's obviously like you've completely fallen off the trail. But one thing that I do notice that I like to use the kind of as a self-confidence booster for myself is that if you are plus size and you are uncomfortable at certain parts of your body, it's okay to like wear comfortable clothes and be covered up. But I want to make something clear is that you don't want to be ashamed. And I know it's really hard to articulate that in it not making sense. And the point I want to make is I want to put this in a way that I'm not going to overcomplicate it. That everybody's body is different. There's going to be parts of your body that you like and some that you absolutely hate. This is natural for everybody. The skinniest women will probably hate different parts of their body, and if they even talk about it's like, oh, I hate my tummy, I'm so fat, and they're just like super thin, then it doesn't make sense to somebody that's a larger size than them. And it's like, but you're skinny, you shouldn't hate anything about yourself. And the same applies to us, because I'm sure there's going to be skinnier girls or just different women out there that are going to be that hate their breasts or their butt or something because it may be more or less non-existent or smaller. It's probably more appropriate, I'm sorry. And they're going to be jealous about you because you're more curvaceous. And everybody, you got to be happy that, because it's like you're going to, even if you were a smaller size, even if you became thin, you're going to hate something about that body because it's just the nitpicky nature of the female mind. That it's like, for me, I hate my legs. My legs are really big. And it's like, I'll even get up and try and show you guys. I don't know how well. My camera's kind of like, I don't think I actually can get back far enough for this. But, I carry all my weight. I'm like accentuated pear shape. And for me, I hate it not because of just it being visually unappealing to me, but it's difficult to shop. And I don't know if I've exaggerated this in other videos, but it's like, for me to find pants, I have to go into like a size of pants that's maybe 1 to 2 inches bigger than my waist. And that can be really frustrating. Unless you go into some more expensive jeans like New York and Company, Lion Bryant, and I used to shop at Torrid, not so much anymore. And those are a little bit more form-fitted. And I'm told that the best way to actually remedy this is to just take your pants or jeans to a tailor and they'll take the waist in a few inches for you. So, but I hope I didn't get too far off topic. But it's like, love the parts of your body that you like. Like, I really like, as silly as it may sound, it's like I really like my collarbone structure. It's like I have a very defined neck and a very defined upper body. And it's like my arms may not be that great, but that's fine. I'll just wear something with sleeves. But I also have those days where it's just going to be really warm outside and I'll wear a sleeveless tee and I'm still going to be comfortable. It's like, I don't care if people look at my flabby arms. There's somebody that's going to have a botched tattoo on their arm and they're still showing it off, whatever. And so I'm still trying to stay on topic without making too many examples. But it is an aspect of self-acceptance, and it's like I'm making all this plus size empowered movement, and really it's just you gotta love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, then who's gonna love you for you? It's like you gotta take care of yourself. And oh, here's the point I wanted to lead to, that I feel bad talking smack about somebody I saw in public. I don't even know who this was. It was like a while ago. I was on the bus coming back from school, and there was this. I feel bad. I'm pretty sure it was a woman, but it was really hard to try and figure out, and it wasn't that like they were in between, like they were transgender or anything. It was that they literally did not really choose what gender specific clothing for them, but I'm pretty sure it was a woman, and her hair was mostly cut off. She had like the short curly hair. She was middle aged, like I want to say late 30s, early 40s. She was very heavy set, and she was wearing these sweatpants that were too big for her because they were falling off, and she was wearing this t-shirt, and she kind of had this bag. And I understand if there are people out there that can't afford clothes, that have stuff happen, and they're in a situation where they can't afford clothes, or they're going through a physical change, and it's just easier for them to wait on buying clothes until you get a few sizes down. But this individual was not wearing underwear. She did not have a brassiere on, she did not have underwear on, and her sweatpants were falling off of her. And she was so heavy set that it made me think, because she literally came across as a slob to me because her clothes were really old, they had stains all over them. She was not being considerate of her body whatsoever to other people. And I don't want to fat shame, and because that's a horrible thing to do. And what I really actually came to my mind after seeing this woman is like, if you're gonna be any human being on this earth, you gotta like love yourself and be presentable. Just you, because everyone checks themselves in the mirror and everything, but for you not to be wearing any undergarments, for your clothes to be falling off of you to where you literally flash your bottom to everybody on the bus while you're getting off, and your breasts are swaying everywhere. It's like you are not taking care of yourself, and you portray yourself as a very disgusting person. And I just want to make this out. No matter what size you are, I don't care if you're like size 30, 40, or a 600-pound woman. When you go out, I want you to be as beautiful as you can make yourself out to be. Put your makeup on, do your hair, put a dress you like, or any sort of clothes that you feel good in, that are comfortable. They're not digging into you. They're not at the point of like tearing. Something that fits you and loves you. That's the type of presentation I want to see out of anybody. That they're not squeezing themselves into clothes that are too small for them because they want to be that style, but it literally just looks uncomfortable on them. Because the whole point of being beautiful is that you're comfortable, you're confident, and you're outgoing. Because if you're just really shy and just super not, like, you just feel uncomfortable, people can see that, and it's just not an attractive thing. So I wanted to point that out. And it also, guys are guilty of this too, where they just look like total crap. And it literally looks like they just climbed out of bed. They're not wearing, like, their boxers are like 4 days old. That you can kind of smell them, and they just look so disheveled. And then they try and hit on you, and it's just, oh, it's like, okay, I'm sorry, that happened to me. It was rather unsettling, and I almost actually threw up in class because this guy was breathing on me so bad with his dirty breath. It was, I feel, oh, I'm not even going to get into it. I'm going to stop there. This video's already gotten too long. I'll save another story time video for you guys on another day. Anyway, questions, comments, statements, anything. I love you guys. See See you soon. Bye.